Evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyre69. Welcome back to some OP replays. Some damage that you guys and me just wish that I would get. You know, I wish I got this kind of damage, and I'm sure some of you guys do too. So we have two replays, both tier 10s. We have the grill and we have a progetto 65. But first up, we have the grill, and it's driven by I am dead. I am dead. No, you're not. You're still alive. You're very much still alive, and you're going to do an insane amount of damage. Now, I love to think what's going through these people's minds. Like, when you start a game, whenever you start a game, you never sit there. Like, I never start a battle and think, you know what? I'm going to do 8k plus this game. I'm going to do 8k plus, especially if you've never hit 8k before. Like, I wonder what goes through their mind. Like, when they've never done this kind of damage before, I really wonder what goes through their mind when they're having these games, and you can see that they are already high damage. They're on sort of 6,000 damage. There's still some damage left over, and they want to get a lot more damage. Now, this doesn't start so well for our guy in the grill, and he's only got 30 damage into that waffle. Yes, just 30 damage, but he gets another shot into the side of him. So yeah, that waffle, yeah, not a good idea to poke like that. I love how he's playing. I absolutely love how he's playing. He's in a grill, not the best map for a grill, if I'm honest, but he is playing it as front line as anybody else. Literally, he was the furthest forward, apart from the Jaegeru, who has now just decided to push forward, get wrecked, and now the other grill comes and thinks, you know what, this grill's doing it, so why can't I? And now the push happens. The push is starting, and this is where the Jaegeru goes, but here comes everybody else from his team. So there goes the Leopard. And up this side of the map, to the left, there's only two tanks left, and that is the waffle there, who is about to die. 56 HP. He does get a little bit of damage into him before he dies, and there goes the grill as well. So now it's time to turn around, because the enemy have decided to, yeah, the heavies have decided to flank around. Not good at all when most of your team come up the hill. They all decide to go down, especially as it's not even supremacy. They're not even trying to cap the base either. They just wanted to flank the whole way around the map and do absolutely nothing once they flanked around there, especially this IS-7. So now the 60 TP has also arrived. It is a 6 versus 4 at the moment. The the T95 is down there, and he's spotted that. Our guy has spotted that he is down here, away from all the other tanks, and as long as he stops wiggling like he's doing, our guy is going to get that shot in. But he does now have to be careful where he goes. Is he going to go forward and try to focus on this T95, which he is, or is he going to turn and try to focus on the IS-7 and the 60 TP behind? So he has still lost pretty much half of his hit points. The IS-7 is looking at someone else, so now would have probably been a good time to go for that IS-7, but he's just sitting back. He's using his E75. He can see that his E75 is pushing forward, so he's going to use that, and he's going to go for the same target that the E75 is going for, and that is the 60 TP. We already know that these ain't great players, because they decided to flank around the map all on their own, and he does manage to take care of the 60 TP. So now he can play a little bit more aggressive. He's on 6,000 damage. He can play a little bit more aggressive, because around this side of the map there is only the IS-7, who has just shot, so he's going to get a free shot here. Hopefully he doesn't low roll, but he still leaves him on a little bit of hit point, and the other grill does take care of him. So 6.6k damage now, just one tank left alive, and he's going to be screaming for this damage, especially now that he gets that shot. 7.2k damage, one more high roll, and he is going to get above 8,000, especially if he can get behind and get this guy with HE. He's got one HE left. Is he going to make it count before he gets shot? Yes, he does. Look at that beautiful shot, and that one shot there pushes him above the 8,000 damage mark. So well played indeed. 8,200 damage there. He gets himself 2 kills, a well-deserved ace. He a little bit of assistant damage there as well. So well played. I am dead, and as you can see, he is far from dead. So thank you for sending me that replay in. Next up, we have one and only. He's driving the Progetto 65. And again, just like that grille, I wonder what this guy's thinking when he is in a tier 10 game, driving a medium tank, one of the only mediums on the team. I wonder if he's thinking, you know what, I have a good chance of getting some high damage this game. And he has because the enemy only have one light tank, and that is the Vickers tier 9. And if he flanks around, he has the possibility of getting behind the whole of the enemy team, depending on where they go. Obviously, they could pretend, I mean, they could just go this way. They could trick him and go this way, but automatically you already think, when there's only one light tank, you already think that they're going to go right. So you should be able to get around. Now, his team are still behind, and he's not pushing yet. He's waiting to see where this light tank is. You can see him with the camera movement there. I'm not touching the screen. That's him looking around at where his team are going, and his team are all coming this side of the map. So he can actually now push forward a little bit more because he does have the protection from his team. You can see, and he does that. He does exactly what I'm thinking he should do. So he's pushing forward. You can now see the enemy have started to cap the base, and the heavies have started to be spotted, and the same as the light tank. So here is the Death Star. He does manage to get behind the Death Star all on his own. Of course, he's going to get 3 shells, and I love the fact that he's just going for that track shot. He is keeping him there, and look at the Death Star's hit points just vanished. Here comes the Batchat. Is the Batchat going to get the kill? Yes, he is, and he leaves that kill. There's no point in him going for the kill. He might as well reload that one shell. I love that. I love the fact that he wasn't greedy there. He could have took that kill, but no, he wasn't greedy. He let the Batchat get the kill whilst he's reloading his next shell, and now he can move on to the next target. Yes, unfortunately, that was a bit of a crap shot there, but he's still got 2 shells left, and he doesn't want to risk it because we know that this FE455 has 3 shells. One's already been taken. We don't know if he's already shot any others before we get there, but I love the fact that he's not taking any chances whatsoever. He probably could load HE here, which he is, but unfortunately he is using the spool liner. Now his team have somehow started to fall apart. It's now a 4 versus 5. There goes the FE455. Now he needs to pick his targets out wisely. He's going to reload. You can see he's looking at reloading as many shells as he can. He's not looking at pushing anyone just yet, and here comes the K91. So the K91 is pushing on the Object 268. Now he could get behind this Object 268 and deal a lot of damage, and as you can see, he is behind, and there's not a lot the Object 268 can do. Our guy spots this. Yes, he bounces the first shot, but he's not letting the K91 just get free damage without taking anything in return. So he has brought him now down to a 2-shot. However, his team has still started to fall apart, and there's just one Foch left, and now he's gone. So it's now 1 versus 4. I don't even know how it's come to this point, how it's got to a 1 versus 4, how the enemy just completely annihilated his team. But now what he needs to do, he is the fastest tank on the game at the moment on this match, so he needs to use that. He needs to split these guys up, and that is the only way he will be able to take the win. So he gets a couple of nice shots there into the Yo. He is spotted, so he does need to get out of the way. Unfortunately, he does get a shot there from the Emil. I think he bounces that actually, and again, he knows now the Emil is sort of around this side, and he can take care of this Emil. He does have to be careful of that K91 as well, so he is going to focus on that K91, clear him. He does take a few shots doing so, but he does manage to clear that K91 to now bring it down to a 1 versus 3. Now if he reloads all 3 shells, he will be able to clear this Emil. So there's 1 shot. Is he going to go for the second shot? Yes, he is. Brings him down, but because he's shooting heat, unfortunately, he's still going to take him 2 more shots to clear this guy. And again, I love the fact that he's not looking at running away. He needs to clear this guy. He knows that looking at the cap points, they're going up pretty quick, so the other 2 tanks are actually capping. So this guy is pretty much on his own. Now, I probably wouldn't have come this side knowing that they're capping. I would have wanted to clear this Emil before anything else. I know the cap is sort of getting up to 90, so I can see why he done that now. And 93, 94, if he's going to do something, he has to do it now. Even shooting HE like that, yes, it only does 25 damage, but it buys him more time, and people don't do that enough, or when they do it, they just bounce. They shoot HE and they bounce. But of course, the person with the most cap points is this T30. So he needed to shoot the T30. He does that. So at least now he has reset the cap points. But doing so, he's lost a lot of hit points. Now he's only on 112 hit points against two tanks that are still very, very healthy. One that is an auto reload, an auto loader. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. The T30 shouldn't be too much of a worry. The biggest worry is this Yo. He needs to bait a couple of shots into this guy. Is he going to do it? You can see him trying to do it there. He baits one shot. Is he going to push forward? Yes, he is pushing forward. Now, we're not sure if this Yo is on a full magazine reload. It looks like he is. And is he going to take him out? What a nice high roll that was. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Whenever you needed a high roll like that, it comes. Now, all of a sudden, with 1.5 minutes left on the clock, it is just him versus this T30. But he's still going to need something. He's still going to need a beta shot, or at least a lucky bounce, because the T30 is there. He does, however, reset the cap, which is a bonus, because now the T30 cannot cap. And the T30's trying to shoot HE there. Now he's got 3 shells loaded. He needs to take this guy out quickly. There goes the adrenaline. Is he going to have time to do it? He just have time to clear that T30. What a game that was. And again, I would love to have a game like that. Absolutely amazing. 8,400 damage, 4 kills. He gets a bit of assistant damage. Well-deserved ace, well-deserved clubbing off, and a very, very nice carry indeed. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye-bye. With